Have you ever wished you could just enjoy a nice, calm walk by the lake, but your dog is pulling you the whole way? Or maybe you'd love to have friends over for a BBQ, but you're worried about all the jumping and barking? Well, you're definitely not alone. We're going to walk through how to find a really great dog trainer right here in Lake Charles so you can make those situations a whole lot better. Just picture it for a second. Strolling along the lakefront promenade with your dog trotting happily right beside you. Or having that backyard get-together where your pup is just chilling out, being a perfect host instead of trying to snatch a burger off the grill. You know, that's not just a daydream. That's what good training can do. It's really about building this amazing partnership with your dog so you can enjoy more of your life together. So how do we get there? Well, it all starts with knowing what good, modern training actually is. Before you even start searching for trainers, let's talk about the basics, the foundation that's going to set you and your dog up for success. Okay, so the heart of almost all effective training today is something called positive reinforcement. It sounds technical, but it's super simple. When your dog does something you like, say they sit instead of jumping on a guest, you reward them. Maybe it's a treat, maybe it's praise. Their brain immediately goes, hey, sitting got me something awesome. I should do that again. It's all about teaching them what to do, not just punishing them for what not to do. Now, just as important as what to look for is what to run away from. Seriously, you need to avoid any trainer who relies on harsh corrections, intimidation, or things like shock collars that are designed to cause fear or pain. These methods are really outdated, and frankly, they can make behavior problems even worse and completely break the trust your dog has in you. So how do you know if a trainer is legit? Well, you can look for credentials. Think of it like this. You wouldn't take your car to a mechanic who isn't certified, right? Same idea here. Letters like CPDT-KA show that a trainer has passed a real test on training and behavior. And if you're dealing with something more serious like deep-seated fear or aggression, you'll want to look for those advanced certifications like CBCC-KA. They're the specialists. Okay, now that we know what to look for in a training style, let's get practical. What are your actual options here in Lake Charles, and what should you expect to budget for it? Let's break it down. You're mainly going to see two kinds of setups: group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for general manners, for puppies, and for learning to focus when other dogs are around. Plus, they're usually easier on the wallet. Private lessons, on the other hand, are totally focused on you and your dog. They're perfect if you have a specific issue you want to tackle, like barking at the mail carrier or anxiety when you leave the house. And here's a ballpark of what you might pay in the Lake Charles area. As you can see, a 6-week group class is often the most budget-friendly way to start. Private lessons cost more per hour, but that's because you're getting that tailored one-on-one help. And then you have board and train programs, which are a much bigger investment, but they offer an intensive, immersive experience. One tip, ask about packages, because buying several sessions at once usually saves you some money. Let's bring this all back home. Because being a responsible dog owner in Lake Charles isn't just about what happens inside your house. It's about knowing the local rules of the road, so to speak, and using all the great resources our community has. Every dog owner in Calcasieu Parish really needs to know these basics. Your dog has to be on a leash unless you're on your own property, which is exactly why training a good loose leash walk is so valuable. And that one about excessive barking, a good trainer can help you get to the bottom of why your dog is barking, which is way more effective than just trying to quiet them down. It makes for a happier dog and happier labors. Once you learn some skills, you have to practice them in the real world, right? And we've got some great spots for that. Preen Lake Park is perfect for working on those leash manners with all the normal park distractions. If you need a safe, fenced-in spot to practice coming when called, the dog park over at East Preen Lake is fantastic. And for a change of scenery, you can head to Sam Houston Jones State Park, where the trails offer all kinds of new sights and smells to train around. Okay, so you've done your homework, you know what you're looking for, and you're ready to start contacting some trainers. But what should you actually ask them? This next part is basically your script for that first phone call or email. Here it is, your simple checklist. First, you want to hear them talk about positive reinforcement. Then, you can ask about their certifications. Make sure you talk about your specific goals for your dog and see if they sound confident they can help. And of course, get a clear understanding of what they recommend and what it will cost. You should finish that conversation feeling like they listen to you and that you're on the same team. So as you begin your search, take a moment and just ask yourself, what is the number one thing you want to achieve? Is it just having a dog who doesn't pull on the leash? Or maybe it's feeling confident enough to take them to the dog park. Knowing your main goal will really help guide your decision. We wish you the best of luck in your training journey so you can enjoy all the great things Lake Charles has to offer with a happy, well behaved companion right there with you.